Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show!
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy. Today we got a very special guest today. He's a comedian and a producer. Give it up for Jojo Garcia.
What is up? How we all doing? How we doing, Andy?
Welcome back. Good.
Dude, glad to be here, man.
How long has it been since? When's the last time you were here?
It's been a couple months, right? Like maybe 4 months.
Shit, I don't remember.
5 months. Dude, time's been rolling quick, man. I realized recently, like when I was like 6 years old, dude, a year felt like an eternity, dude. Now that I'm getting up there, I'm 23, I'm 24, I'm fucking grandpa. No, but like the perception of time
You're
is a lot.
grandpa, my ass.
Well, dude, I've realized though, getting older is that like a year is a lot smaller than it used to be when you're 10.
I have a question. When you eat pizza, does it give you heartburn?
No, actually, you know what?
Then you're not old yet.
Not pizza, but the hat, bro. I went to the hat recently and I realized I was like, holy shit, like I'm hitting that age where I can't eat this and go straight to sleep. I gotta give it like at least an hour or two.
Sometimes pizza betrays me. I love pizza with all my heart. Costco pizza, shout out Costco. But sometimes you'll get heartburn and you just be like, oh, is this it? Like
this might be the day.
You think it's all right, this is it. No,
but that's a real thing about Costco too. Like I want to get a membership to Costco, but it's just me. Like I live with my grandpa. There's no family that I need to buy in bulk for. I want to spend. I love the Costco food court though. Like to be honest, that is my weakness.
Depends on what Costco you go to. Some Costcos have outdoor food courts, so you don't.
But they make you. They make you scan the card.
I forgot they do that.
Me, if you don't understand. I've went through that. I've tried to go there, but like it's outside.
I forgot.
Ask you for my membership. Like I'm good.
But you know what you can do? If you want to order food, if you have DoorDash, you can DoorDash.
You can order from Costco.
And you don't even need a Costco
But then what's the point? Because the reason I like going there because the food's decent and I'm saving money. But if I DoorDash it,
do they DoorDash food court?
I don't know, but like, but I feel like it would equal out to the same amount that if I just went to McDonald's. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the point? But that's the same thing. At that same point, I'm also I'm trying to get that Costco membership. It's like $40. But at the same time, I'm only gonna buy it to save money on the food court. So to say I'm only trying to buy a $40 membership to save $40 a year on food is basically what I'm making.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We go to Costco like every other week for Costco pizza. It's like cheap, affordable.
But you have a family, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking bachelor just chilling. You know what I mean? Like
you can buy a fucking one large pizza and that'll be food for 3 days. You can meal prep.
Type shit. Yeah, if I wasn't
you can meal prep Costco pizza.
Dude, in a pickle, yeah, 100%. Dude, I'll just no, honestly, I'm basic though. I'll eat tuna and mayonnaise, bro. I have to.
I have this new bit that I was working on. I haven't finished it yet, but part of the bit talks about how it's hard times. So I'm like, I'm on a diet. It's called inflation. I'm like, I have cheat days. That's payday. The rest of the week, Costco samples it is.
Well, dude, that's real shit, dude. But like, I work at a grocery store, and like, so I see the price of you buying like, like refrigerated meals and like all that different stuff from like meat and all that different stuff. I see people come in and they buy just fruits and vegetables, and they're spending like $9.
It's expensive to eat healthy.
No, but weighed food, like if you get the weighed fruits and vegetables, it comes out a lot cheaper than people that buy the packages of bell peppers. You know what I mean? It's cheaper if you buy individual ones.
Someone else prepared it already.
It's the labor, yeah. It's a labor cost, And when you go to the mechanic, you could bring them a tire. They're still going to charge you money to put it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I like their Stater Brothers meat department's gotten pretty clean. Like their fucking meat looks pretty good. Like every time I pass by it.
Blast and shit, bro. Nah, Stater Brothers, please don't sue me. Nah,
I didn't talk about you. I'm just saying I live next to Stater Brothers.
Yeah, Stater Brothers sounds great. Yeah, but you should definitely.
Hey, there ain't no food for less around this motherfucker. So
yeah, Andy made it. He had hood dreams and he achieved them.
We have to shop at Stater Brothers, Vaughn's, or Ralph's. That's it. Like
yeah, they have a Five Below here. There ain't no Dollar Tree. You got Five Below, bitch. What's up?
My wife goes to Winco, but that's kind of down far. But
that's a trek.
It's worth it, but
I like Winco because if you're in that area around like 4 a.m. and you're fucked up, you're like, you know what? Let's go to fucking Winco. There's a bunch of cheap shit there. You get some chips, some shit.
I was driving to work, passing Winco like at 3 a.m, and it gets crazy windy over here, right? I saw a fucking bum eating a tub of Neapolitan ice cream at 3 a.m. with the crazy wind going. He was coming out of Winco with a tub of a fucking ice cream.
You're like, what's your favorite flavor? He's like, all of them.
I was like,
All of 'em.
what drug requires you to fucking want Neapolitan ice cream at 3 a.m?
It has to be something hot, something you got to heat up. It ain't something you snort.
Yeah, but anyways, let's talk comedy. So, how's comedy been doing for you now?
Dude, comedy's been so fun, man. I just love. I like just doing the spots and like learning. I'm learning, bro. So I'm learning every single set. Like I'm learning something new. You know what I mean? And
And
that's,
I came to see you guys at the Laugh Factory. That was pretty sick.
that
Like
shit was sweet, dude. Nah, it was. It's
that
awesome.
place is fucking beautiful. Like the stage is obnoxious, but the place is
Because it
beautiful.
used to be a theater. Laugh Factory Covina. Shouts out Laugh
could've
Factory Covina.
cut it in half or something, make more seating. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I mean they could.
it
But they
doesn't
just
take
kept
much-
it as it is. I think it's because of the lineage, you know, like how like it was something big before. They used to have a lot of big shows there for like drama productions and stuff. So like they turned it into a comedy club. So they wanted to kind of keep the heritage with it. And it's a sweet. You've seen it though. It's a sweet venue.
That's weird. You said the green room's in the basement. Is it creepy down there?
No, it just there's like a laundry machine and a dryer.
Laundry machine?
Yeah, there's a
Why?
offices. I don't know. Well, it used to be a theater, so I'm assuming they had clothes, they had costumes.
They had to
for the
wash
shows.
their leotards.
Yeah, like 100%. Yeah, you ain't going up there with that same,
Oh,
ugly
you should
stepsister
have
outfit.
did some interpretive dancing up there. Like
I always think of that, bro. That there's one show, like one day, someone might see it that's watching today. I'm gonna go up at a show, dude, and just
Can you moonwalk? Bring your Michael
it
Jackson.
depends what I'm wearing, dude. It depends. Yeah, I would say I have to
Bring your
put some,
church shoes.
put some Fabuloso on that shit. You know what I mean? Just fucking slide across the floor.
No, but that place was beautiful. But I was just like, God, this stage is massive. Like, I want to check out the top. That looked pretty sick. Like you told us do the Abraham Lincoln booth.
Yeah, but that's what it looks like. You
It
see up there, there's a little, just like a little crevice where they have a little, like they have a little
It made
table where
me
people are
think of
seated
the
up there.
Muppets or some shit. Like, but that's pretty badass. I liked it.
Like the old guys that used to scream at them.
You should have said something like that. I don't know their names, the Muppet guys' names. What are their names?
There's
you
the
know?
old dudes, dude. They always talk shit to Kermit.
Hey, but yeah, I was just like blown away. It's basically a fucking theater. It's not even a comedy
100%,
club.
yeah. And that's what's cool about it is that the lights are on. There's some clubs you go to, bro, where like you see me like my comedy, I kind of will talk to the crowd a little bit. It's hard. I like some of the improvs. I'm not talking shit. I love the improvs.
Oh yeah, I
but some
just
of the
realized
improvs
it's
you
really
can't
bright.
see.
Yeah.
You can't see past that front table of people in front of the
Well,
stage.
Talk to the people in Antigua because that shit is blinding. Like you literally can't see anything. Like the lighting, the show that I did with you and Bebos, I
I
could not.
like Antigua though. The
I
layout of Antigua.
I said the
is
lighting.
nice.
I'm not talking about the layout. The layout's cool. It's the fucking blinding light. Like you can't see shit. Like I
Because
could.
you got glasses, fucking like microscoping that shit in your face, just burning your eyelids, bro.
These are supposed to be anti-glare, but no, that shit is too bright. Like
They're lying. They're not.
yeah, but that place is a cool spot. You guys just. I don't know. The owners need to promote it better.
It's just tucked away. It's a great venue. It's a sweet spot, but it is just tucked away because there's all those premier clubs. Those like actual clubs, like for people going just to get fucked up. But I feel like that could be a great marquee for like comedy if they would just like put some time into it, put some work into it. But it's a new place, so it's gonna take time. Some places you have to build up. You know what I
One
mean?
thing that sucks is like it's not like downtown Riverside or LA. There's not a lot of foot traffic, so you can't really bark. You know, like at Riverside, there's a lot of people clubbing and drinking and chilling. You can like bark and get people to come in, but there's really no one right there. Like
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, there you go.
they're at the
I grew up
Glass
in
House
Laverne.
or the Fox Theater.
Yeah, I grew up in Laverne, like the city next to it, so I know a lot of people out around that area, but it's just so tucked away. It's hard to find. I remember the first time I went there, like for my dad's show, it was hard to find it. I walked around, I was like, damn, like, is this it? And then
No,
didn't
I got
know it was
lucky
that.
because when I pulled in, I saw you and Bebel sitting outside, and I was like, "Oh fuck, there it is. We're here."
No, but for the record, the inside is fucking beautiful. It's a great fucking room for comedy, but like the outside, you just can't really tell what it is.
Just I don't know, make a sign or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying.
Have George stand outside with a sign.
We'll
You know
tattoo it on his
you-
fucking stomach and
You know
shit.
those fucking sign flippers that like do flips and shit. I used to live in Upland. You worked in Upland, right?
Yeah, I worked in
I used to live in Upland. There was this one homeless dude. He did sign flipping for like 10 plus years. The same fucking dude.
It's fun.
Do you ever see that black dude? He always wore wife beaters. He's probably still out there.
He said to this day, what was he promoting?
Any business. He literally would switch shifts. Like he'd have different fucking. I'd see him down by Hobby Lobby, and then I'd see him up by fucking Home Depot, like
Party City,
just
bitch.
holding signs. Like he would just switch shifts and go to a different company. But he'd be rain or shine, he would be wearing a wife beater and big ass headphones, and he'd just be fucking jamming, flipping, doing crazy tricks. Like
Dude.
some of those fools are good at that shit.
You know, shouts out him. Those people are needed in the world. Like actually, like people, the sign people are always cool. You know those guys that are doing it really well, and you're driving and you're low key watching them. You're like, oh shit, like.
Hey, but barking's fun. Have you ever barked outside? Like, and you're like try to get people to come into a show. Just hey, free comedy show.
I'll tell you this story, bro. Okay, so we're at the Rock Gallery. In
Oh yeah, I've never been there, but yeah, no, check
Dude,
'em out.
I went out there with my pops. We did 2 shows out there, and the 8 o'clock show sold really well. It was a full fucking room. It was sweet. But the 10 o'clock show, we didn't really get too much traffic. And the booker there's telling me, he's like, you know what, like the second show we didn't sell too many tickets, like it might be a little light. And I was like, you know what? I was like, how long do we have until the show starts? He was like 40 minutes, about like approximately, maybe less than that. I was like, give me some time, I'll be right back. I'll let you know. And I got his number and I dipped out to the bars there. It's on a strip but full of bars. So I walked into like one of the bars that was popping over there, and I started talking to people, and there's this gay guy there.
In Palm Springs, you don't
in that,
say.
in that section too. That section, nothing. I love the gays.
Hey, guess
I
what?
love the gays.
Hey, guess what? Water is wet.
Yeah, 100%. Water is wet,
Continue.
and that area of Palm Springs is gay. But I don't have a problem with gays.
All of Palm Springs is.
But is that what it is? I'm young.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
It's like a gay resort. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, I have gay friends. They would go vacation there. Like I said, I don't care, but
Like
it's just
the haven
it's
of,
just
of gay.
yeah, that's their place. They like it's hot out there. They like being.
I should have
sweaty.
realized the streets at like it wasn't yellow stripes. It was like rainbow. Like it was like fucking red, orange, yellow.
It's our San Francisco.
It's our San Francisco. That's hilarious. Nah, but they told me that the second show was gonna be light, so I went to a bar nearby, and there was a gay dude there. He was having a bachelorette party, a bachelorette party.
Were they playing naked boner tag in there?
No, they were just drinking, and there was a bunch of like pretty women. So I was like, "Hey guys, like we're having a comedy show. Did you want to come down?" And I was asking the girls, and they were like, "Oh, you have to ask him. It's his bachelorette party." Oh
He
my
said,
God.
"Bitch, tell me the tea.
She
Who's there?"
He was snapping in a Z formation, neck
You'd be like,
rotation,
have
all
you
of
heard
that.
of Jimmy Neutron?
That's what I'm saying, like for real. Now, but I walk over and I'm like, "Yo, like, do you guys want to come to a comedy show?" They're like, "Oh my God, I've never been to a comedy show. That'd be crazy." So I had 30 people in that bar, bro. All leave that bar and come to the comedy club for the 10 o'clock show. And I know that probably when I told the promoters there, they were like, "Okay, yeah, this kid's gonna try his best. We'll see." It'll probably been like 4 people. But I walked
They
in
came with
like
whistles and
30
glow sticks.
fucking yes, and dildos. It was fucking amazing. Nah, but I came around with like 30 heads, and that room was packed, bro. And it was a good night, dude. That was fun, dude. But yeah, I have. So yeah, that's my experience of barking. Yeah. But I run my own show at Temple Bar, so I gotta.
You
I'm
didn't
just
bark. You
constantly-
hit on some gay dudes at a gay club.
And it worked. You know what I mean? Like I'll do what I gotta do. I'll shake ass.
Did
if I
you
got
tuck
it.
in your T-shirt when you went in there?
Yeah, I put a little towel in between, like a little yellow ass, like a little handkerchief.
You ever seen the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
To be honest, bro, I'm not too involved in media, bro.
It's a TV show, but
Mhm.
anyways, in one of the episodes, they're trying to like get business in their bar, so they have a gay night, and the dude like folds his shirt inside out. And he's like acting gay to get business. He's like, the boys are out tonight, and he's acting all
That's
gay.
a real thing, though. I feel like that's another thing we talk about, like business ownership. Like if you own a bar, you kind of gotta like experiment and see. You never know. You
Hey,
might have drag night.
I'm gonna tell a story that's embarrassing, but fuck, I'm gonna say it. I went to one of the Riverside mics, right?
Mhm.
And I ran into one of my old coworkers outside. He's a DJ. He's like, "Oh, I'm DJing next door. Come after your comedy show. Come through."
Mhm.
And I was like, "All right, cool." And then I found out it's a gay bar and they're having a drag show. And my wife loves drag queens. My wife loves drag queens. So I was like, "All right, cool. Well, killed 2 birds with 1 stone." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna come watch my friend perform, and then she wants to watch the drag show."
How do you? That's crazy.
Listen, we go in, right? This is the gayest bar I've ever been in. Like, there's
Gayest
pictures of
bar.
paintings of dudes all over like with their dicks out.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, so they're naked. That was my
Yeah,
next
and
question.
then in the restroom, in the stalls, there's like paintings of naked dudes. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But anyways,
chill.
so my friend's DJ. I'm like, where the fuck is he? He's like up. The way the DJ booth is, it's up, and it's like all you can see is like a
They
little
elevate
hole.
him.
You can't even see them. He's basically like in a fucking crow's
booth.
nest upstairs, and he's like, "Shout out to my friend, the comedian, blah blah." Like he was just like giving me props.
He shouted you out. and Shit.
So like the drags
They're
thought
like, yes.
the drag queens thought I was somebody, like
no,
because he was giving me shout outs.
Yeah, the DJ.
And then the drag show started. We were sitting there, right? I mean, with my girl sitting there, and every one of those fucking drag queens was coming to me and dancing on me and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, It's because he kept fucking telling them like, "Oh, my comedian friend is here." Like,
boy, dude, you're
they thought I
popping.
was fucking, I don't know, somebody, you know.
But that's the perks. You know
I
what I
told
mean?
my girl, I was like,
That
listen,
comes with the game.
I was like, the last dude who's grinding on me, I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. I was like, you had your fun. We got to watch a drag show, but I was like, I don't care if you're gay, just don't touch me. Like, be gay all you want. I have plenty of gay friends.
You should just keep those freaking hands to
Well,
yourself. But
I don't want to feel
you can
no.
look, but you can't touch.
I don't want to feel some dude's balls on my back. Like, get away from me. Like, no, but
It leaves an imprint.
but it was a cool place. The place is sick. I don't know the name of the place, but yeah. So
I've been to some gay establishments. I'm not gay I'm not gay, but I've been to some gay places where I'm like, this ain't, this ain't too bad. But like in Palm Springs, that place was way gay.
How do you not? That's
that
like
area,
San Francisco. How do
no
you
one
not
told.
know?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the talk.
You didn't notice all the dudes with that smelled good, had nice cologne, dressed nice.
I mean, where I was at in that area, it was not like that. But then I started to go. I was like, I want to go party after the show and shit. I went to a bunch of clubs. I was like, okay, yeah, it is fucking flaming out here. But it's not in a bad way. I don't have any problems with gays, but that was just a lot to take in. I had never seen that. It was the first experience for me.
My wife used to like going to this gay club in Pomona. She said that like gay dudes are mean to girls.
340, huh?
Yeah, that's the one she used to go
I know
to.
340, yo.
Because she has a lot of gay friends too, and she's like, the other gay dudes are mean to girls. Like they don't
People
like.
are thinking I'm gay as fuck right now. She's like, yeah, my wife
He
used to
knows.
this gay club. I'm like, yeah, 340, right?
He's like, yeah, I party there.
Yeah, I fucking spent some of my youth in that area. What's up? No, but there's a bunch of clubs over there. There's like fucking like 3 or 4 clubs, I think 5 maybe, over in that area.
Anyways, enough about gay clubs. How are we still talking about gay clubs?
Dude, there's a lot to say. You know what I mean? It's a great. Well, I told you about Palm Springs. The gay capital of fucking the IE or something, something like that.
Hey, you didn't notice all the compliments you're getting out there?
I've been working out the week before. I just thought maybe like this was possible.
Hey, what's funny? Your dad, shout out to Abraham Boche.
Gabraham, yeah, I love you, Gabraham.
Shout out to Abraham. That motherfucker's hilarious. But he posted a video recently. He was like in underwear and he like had a coconut in his underwear. Like, what the fuck was he doing?
I know, dude. Abraham, I don't, dude. You know comics, bro. Has any comic you ever met been 100% normal? Like,
no, but I was just like, what the fuck was that? Like, he's a funny comic, but I just remember he recently posted a video.
Bebos post. Shouts out Bebos. I love that motherfucker, bro. He be posting the most off the wall shit I've ever seen. Like,
big bad soap.
Big bad soap. He has a bean, and he just does. He's what he's doing on Instagram is different, dude. And that's I think like that's where comedy's been heading. You know what I mean? Like,
he's telling me he keeps getting like violations. Like people keep reporting him for like some bullshit. Like,
well, it's weird, dude. That's another thing about social media. It's like, well, like think about it, Andy. I can't unless I can take my plug and play out and smoke right now. Can I?
I don't.
Can I? I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. Can I get faded right now?
I don't care.
On the pod?
Hey,
how many people you have get faded on the pod?
I've had a couple. He's just smoking vape. He's lying. He's trying to sound cool.
Yeah. This is that vapor shit. They're not even real.
He's trying to sound cool for the audience. But
yeah.
Back to Abraham. That motherfucker's funny. I saw him perform with your dad one time, and then he does this bit where he talks shit about ugly dudes, and then he picked me to be the ugly dude.
No, he didn't.
But I already knew him at the time. I'd met him.
Oh, okay.
I knew him. We already been following each other, but I just played along with his bit. He does something when he's just pointing at dudes.
The gay powers act, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to give it away. Go see it, but yeah. That's a funny bit though.
That motherfucker's funny though. But yeah, back to Bebos. He's supposed to come on here, so we'll see.
I'm sure you'll see Big Bad. So he might come. Big Bad Sopa might come. Bebos might not come, but Big Bad Sopa might.
Hey, fix your mic. Point it down more. You have it pointed up. It's not a wiener full. Oh, like gay
Sorry,
talk.
I was about to stick my tongue out when he said that. I was like, eh.
No, but Bebos, you can come anytime you want. Come as fucking
Bebos.
Big Bad Sopas. We could talk about.
I'm telling you right now, like on the record, bro. Bebos is gonna be huge, bro. In the next couple of years, I want to have this clip right here so that I can show it in a year when he's fucking popping off.
I don't know how the fuck he has that energy. His energy is like fucking here.
I think he's 50 something. Really, that dude is.
You said he's 50 something.
Yes.
And
he moves like he's 32.
He's like a Latinx Joe Rogan. He's all fit and
dude. He's all into kettlebells and shit. Yeah, and mushrooms.
Every time I see his videos, I feel like fat because he's like fit and he's always talking about going working out,
drinking teas and protein. Yeah,
I'm eating hot Cheetos and drinking beer.
No, shout out Bebos, dude. That's the homie. No, but it's crazy. Like my dad came back from injury, and then I had met Bebos while he was out, and like my dad knew of Bebos, but he didn't really like. No, because Bebos was also sick for about 3 years.
What the fuck is his real name?
It's Raphael.
I've known him like.
I just actually talked to him the other day. He told me it's not Raphael like Rafael. PH. Like he's not, I'm not Ralph. I'm not Ralph. Raphael, like the Spanish version.
He's Raph, like the fucking Ninja
Raph.
Turtle.
Yeah. yes. Like literally the motherfucker. Yes. That's
I got some Ninja Turtle pops over there.
Dude, you got a gang of pops. I went to a complex.
I keep forgetting I want your fucking dad's pop, the signature one.
Dude, it's crazy. I'll tell you guys a story right now. That's a good story for a podcast. I fucking went to Nostalgia Con with my dad because he just rolls by himself. So
Where's that at?
They do them everywhere, but they had the one I went to was in Anaheim at the convention center over there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's crazy what you see at those places, man. Like there's a lot of
the cosplayers and shit.
The cosplayers, like the people that
the nerds.
There's a difference between there's nerds and then there's people that I know for a fact have not left their house for like 4 months and they just came that fucking day.
They look like the people under the stairs.
Which like that's cool. That's what you're into. That's sick. But it's just crazy because my dad would always tell me, he's like, yeah, there's a couple people that are they're a little weird, but they're cool people and they're fans of the show. So like I'm cool with them.
Hey,
but like I met them and I seen some of them and I was like, oh my god, this is.
I'm not gonna lie, like if you would have told like little kid me that one day you're gonna have fucking Ultra Lord's son in your fucking bedroom talking about shit, like I wouldn't believe you. Like that's what I love about comedy. Like I got into comedy not knowing shit, not knowing anybody, and
same pretty much though. Like I learned at going in, like as I was doing it, I met new people. I was like, oh okay.
But like they say, the older you get, the less friends you have, right? Because you get older, you have kids, you work, whatever the fuck it is, and then like. They said that the chances of you making more friends is like your percent drops like as you get older. So then I started comedy when I got older, my midlife crisis, right? And
how old were you?
I was 34.
34.
I'm 37 now. It's like, So I started comedy and then I've been meeting people. Then I started this podcast like almost a year ago. And I've met so many fucking people doing this shit. And I'm like, I thought to myself, like, if I never would have took that leap, I'd just be chilling at home watching the Dodger game or doing like work and go home. That was my life forever.
That's a true thing, man.
So listen, audience. If you fucking have a job or whatever, do what you got to do to get by, but find something that makes you happy because comedy makes me fucking happy.
I stared at the camera while you said that.
Hey, I'm looking at the camera too because that's the audience. I honestly like. If I never started this shit, like I'd probably be in a really dark place right now. Like comedy makes me fucking happy. I've met a lot of fucking cool people. Shout out to Jojo. Like we met like 6 months ago randomly, and I've been coming to see him do his thing. I've watched him grow. He's fucking killing it.
You truly watched me grow, Andy. Yeah.
And like I said, I'm still learning. You're still learning. It's nice to have. It never
ends. We're always learning.
But it's just cool. Like I'm saying, like I took a leap. Whatever it is, you guys find. You could want to crochet and join a crochet group, Facebook marketing,
paint some shit. You know, what I mean?
Be an artist. Like my daughter, she's 6. She's starting to draw, and she has it. She's got something. Like
try golfing. Like I don't do it personally, but I've heard it's fun.
But that's what I have to say to you people. You might like being a fan of comedy, but find something that makes you happy because life fucking sucks. Work sucks.
And you got to try new things. Some people are afraid to try new things. I'm telling you, like, think about it, Andy. Like how, like like when you started comedy, like it was not like I'm gonna do it. Boom, you did it. It's like you had to think about it. You're on the fence. You're like, but like, what if they don't?
I bet check this out.
And then you do it, and then now you're on this journey.
Yeah, my whole life I'm like I have no fucking talent. Like I have nothing. Like I couldn't find do you have any other talents? Are you good at anything else? Play the guitar or do anything? Like I tried music.
I used to make music. I was good at mixing. Yeah, I was a SoundCloud rapper at one point, guys. Believe that or not. That shit was cool too. That shit was fun, dude. No, but like
I'm gonna play in the credits one of his songs.
For real. You have full rights, like 100%. Like I always liked performing because I was in. It's weird to say, but I was in choir when I was growing up from 4th grade all the way up to I was a senior. Yeah, dude. I was in an all-men's choir. I was a sophomore. It was crazy. Like when a girl would come in.
Were you a vibrato or what are they called? Like
I was the high part. Yeah, I was. And then my balls dropped, and I was like, I can't even be. I said my balls dropped, and my voice cracked when I was in the middle of saying it.
Hey, but see, that helps with your comedy. So like your stage
100%.
Presence.
Yes.
See, there's
a lot of comics are like, dude, there's the crowd. There's a lot of people but I'm used to being in front of a crowd. Yeah, like that.
I used to hate reading in class. I used to get like anxiety having to they pick on you to read in class.
100% the popcorn reading and shit. Yeah.
I would fucking like get anxiety because I didn't want to. I was afraid to talk in front of people. So now that I've done it, like comedy, like I don't I'll talk for anybody.
Well, I feel like that's a big part when you start. Like everyone says that's the first thing you have to get over is like you're in front of. Like I'm sure the audience knows like you've been in a position where you know someone's looking at you, you get that feeling. You know that feeling, Andy, where like you're in a public place and someone's looking at you, you get that feeling. But like when you're on a stage and a bunch of people are looking at you, it's like that feeling times like 200, and sometimes it presses down on you. Sometimes
What's the
it's like,
biggest show you ever done?
dude, my dad did a show at La Puente Park.
A park?
Yeah, it was La Puente Park over in La Puente, and there was probably like 800 people, maybe 600 to 800 people around that area.
The biggest
But
show I ever did was Bray Improv, and it was like 3 something.
dude, but like either way, but like I said, the improvs you can't really see and I feel like at one point too, like it all just starts to feel the same. You know what I mean?
I just need to see the front row. That's all I gotta see.
Yeah, and like
I need to see somebody.
And I don't know, I don't know about you, but during my sets, I'm not picking out someone in the 7th row, the third person over, unless I talk about them. But like, I'm not being like, let's just say a robber came in during the show, gunpoint type shit. Like, if something happened where they're like, okay, do you remember what they were wearing? And I'd be like,
No.
yeah, like, okay, that person in the 4th row, sitting in the 7th seat, I don't know. At one point, it all just becomes one, and you just kind of just do what you do.
The La Puente
without
Park,
worry
was that like outside, like a venue, or like was there a stage, or?
Well, yeah, they had like a platform there and bands would play there, but it's like it's like made for it. There was like a concrete platform with
Okay.
some steps up to
'Cause
it.
some parks do have in Rancho there's a park, it's called Red Hill Park.
And there's like a
There's
semi
like, there's like a stage, like
Yeah,
a legit
yeah.
stage. They have like
Well,
they
it
do,
was
like,
made out of
concerts.
cement, so like
Yeah.
you could put a bench there and have like a Mexican's birthday party too, like a quinceañera or some shit. No, but we did like a show there and then we got a gang of people there. Yeah, so that was crazy, man. But
It's like I said, it's crazy. Like I said, I started comedy 2 years ago, and like if someone would have told me back then, like you're gonna be hanging out with these type of people, like I wouldn't believe you. But you guys are fucking cool. Like you guys have given me stage time. You guys have been good to me for no fucking reason. I don't deserve it, but you guys are cool.
that's a big reason why I do my show, because I see like I do my show in West Covina, Grins and Sins. Shouts the fuck out Grins and Sins. I
Shout out
love
to
that
George.
show. Shouts out George. Shouts out Dominic. I love all the people that have been around doing that show. But that's exactly why I have that show. Like Andy, you see me, I get my opportunities. I get to do a lot of things because of like the people I'm around, the people that I roll with. But I have that show and I like to give people that don't really get chances a chance.
That's
It's like I have an opportunity to give to other people and I
That's what
want
I'm
to
saying,
do it
like,
for them.
you, Bebos, your dad, like giving me time. I feel like I don't deserve this shit, but thank you guys for giving me the time, because there's people out there who fucking gatekeep and don't want anyone else to shine. Listen, guys, we shine together. If you fucking bring me, him, whoever, you're gonna get more people, more asses in the fucking seats. If you're just gonna you're gonna gatekeep and only invite your friends and have your people, like no one's gonna keep coming out. Like that's what I noticed. There's a lot of shows, people aren't getting traction. Like you got to keep fucking cycling people out.
It takes an army. This type of shit takes a fucking army to do these kind of things.
Even big comics have talked about, like, there's something going on. Like I don't know, maybe
I feel like the art of stand-up comedy has really
it goes up and down.
boggled down
Yeah.
the recent I see back it's social media. Social media is a big reason for it, because it used to be like at least from what I've heard from older people, like back then, I think when you were like maybe like 15, 16, you had to look for shit to do. Like you had to like go out and find it. There was no Instagram where you're scrolling through your homepage and this guy's having a party. Oh, this club's popping off. This club has half off on beers on every Friday. It was like you had to find something word of mouth. But like now it's like it used to be like if you got your shit popping, it would stay popping because word of mouth was the way of advertising. But now it's like social media, there's so much. There's too much to do.
Yeah.
There's too much to do now. Think about it. Every Friday, I could give you 15 different things you could do on a Friday night around where we live.
Especially like in LA, like that. LA, the competition out there must be crazy because there's fucking mics everywhere.
But there's also, think of the population, bro. Like a common comedy room holds like, we'll just say 150. Population of Hollywood's like what? Couple isn't like 100, like a million.
Hey, did you realize? Hey,
Jamie, pull that shit up. No, I'm just kidding.
Talk about Hollywood, West Hollywood. That's the gay area too.
Yeah, it's mad.
WeHo.
It's a callback.
That's a callback.
We talked about the gays. We included you guys.
No, but LA and Hollywood have a bunch of cool shit. But the problem is that like out there is just parking sucks. There's nowhere to park. You got to pay for everything. And it's hard for comics.
Every drink's $20.
Listen, people don't understand. Like they have that's why I hate bringer shows. Like they expect you to bring on a Tuesday night, bring 5 of your friends, charge $20 at the door, pay for parking,
2 hour
buy
minimum.
drinks. Who the
Yeah.
fuck can afford that? Do you realize like most comics
Yeah,
are
that's an $80 night.
most comics are
If you're bringing
fucking
out your chick, that's like a $120 night easily.
yeah, most comics are broke. They, you know, and if they do work, they're fucking they have to work, so they can't
Yeah.
come to the show.
Yeah.
Like with me, I work a lot, so like a Tuesday night in LA at 10 o'clock at night, I ain't coming. You know, I
Dude.
turned down a lot of fucking shows because of that shit. But they just didn't understand, like, you know, not everybody has the money to just fucking go. I have money, but I ain't fucking wasting it.
At the same time, my dad's told me too. It's like people will come if it's free, but free shows also demean comedy. Like I don't want to say demean. Demean's the wrong word to use, but they devalue comedy as an art.
But what I don't like about bringer shows is that the promoter putting the show on, that's your fucking job. I'm the talent.
Well, that's Hollywood, bro. They're piranhas, bro.
yeah,
They're piranhas.
listen, I've been invited to shows by fools that it's like mixed mics where it's like hip hop and comedy, and these fools they're not artists at all. They're just dudes scheming. They want you to charge your friends and people to come to a fucking Korean barbecue place to perform at, and then they're pocketing the money and they have no they're not even a talent. They have nothing. They just
But things like that is what like hurts the art. Like I said, like I feel like the art's been boggled down very like increasingly so, especially the past couple
Like
of
I said,
years. And
there's a
stuff.
lot of
no
weird-
one tunes into comedy like that. Think about it.
there's some weird shit going on in comedy, even with the big names. Like there's a lot of controversy with like bigger comics hating on each other. Like I said, we need each other.
That's why I said it takes an army. Like this
Like I
is
said,
not.
there's different types of comedy. Like there's this one comic, I'm not gonna say his fucking name, but he's been on podcasts shitting on other podcasters. If you listen to podcasts, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna give him a fucking platform. Fuck that fool. Anyways, like you need each other. Like, what's the point of me shitting on you because your style is different than mine? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna hate on you because he's a jock or he's this or he's that or he shouldn't do comedy because he's not weird and he's this and that. Who gives a fuck? Comedy's for everyone.
And everyone's finding their
Black,
own way.
white, Asian, Mexican, old, in a wheelchair, not in a wheelchair, special needs. That's what I think about Kill Tony. A lot of people hate on Kill Tony. He might be an asshole, but he gives opportunities. Like there's every walks of life on his fucking show. Like yes, there's some comics that aren't so funny, but who gives a fuck? He's giving them the time, you know?
Exactly. They're getting the platform at least to have an opportunity.
Because like I said,
Opportunity is what you said. That's the key word.
not every
Opportunity.
comic you're gonna find funny. Just like I like music. I like metal. Not every metal band I like. Not every hip hop artist I like. You know, like there's a genre.
Yeah, it's like if you like EDM, you probably do Molly, but like that's not part of the point.
Like with my comedy, like I have like people are like, "What's your style of comedy?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. I just write down what I think is.
That's why comedy's lit though. That's why comedy's amazing art because like laughter is involuntary. No, like I don't tell you, Andy, this shit's about to make you laugh, and then do it. I just tell you something, or you tell someone else something, and it
But
makes them laugh.
I've noticed about you, like you're getting really good at your crowd work shit. I'm like the other night with those white girls acting. You could have went way harder on them, but the one girl was kind of like getting angry.
Dude.
So like I feel like you did a good job by letting it go. Like
I've had one time this girl was talking. One time I was at the Laugh Factory, and this girl was talking mad shit on the far right, and then I let it go once, I let her go twice, and she kept talking. So finally, like, I just let her have it, bro. I started going in on that chick, bro.
clip it.
But honestly, I could. But like after the show, she came up to me and she starts crying and like telling me like apologizing to me, and I was like, I felt bad. Maybe like as a comic, you shouldn't feel bad. Like I felt bad because I knew like I was being deliberately mean to this person on a platform that I have, and I feel like I felt guilty about it. Like I felt remorse, I guess.
You do
like,
crowd work and bits. I don't do any crowd work at all. I've never had the balls to do it, but
that's a crazy thing too. Like I didn't just start doing like I didn't always do crowd work. Like when I started, I was doing crowd work. I wrote bits, see what kind of worked, what kind of didn't.
The thing about crowd work is that it's in the moment. Like,
and I feel like that's what gets people sometimes.
See,
they know Andy though. Like when I say something to this person in the fourth row wearing a red shirt, they know I didn't see someone with a red shirt the last show I was at.
Mm-hmm.
That it's the thing. I think it's the art of surprise that gets people. Honestly, like we're talking about. Like,
you're like Sydney Sweeney. You got good genes. You got it from your dad. Like you guys.
Yeah, they're American Eagle. They're Mexican Eagle. the eagle eating the.
Did we just piss you people off?
The eagle eating the snake. Is that what they're American? They're Mexican eagle.
No, but your dad is fucking quick with it. Like I watch him and it fucking blows my mind how quick he is to like just. I'm like, fuck, how did he come up with that shit? Like I want that
Well,
skill.
my dad has a style, and his style is very particular because he didn't really travel. And he's told me, and I'll tell everybody. My dad's Jojo Garcia, and he does really well around the Southern California area because that's where he stayed when he was doing really well in the early 2000s. You say it's a prime, but like what it really is a prime is stand-up comedy. But he was doing really good in the early 2000s. That's when his career popped off. But he had to stay in Southern California because I was born in 2001, and he said he didn't want to be away from me. So he had material, obviously he had a lot of material, but he couldn't just keep saying the same thing to the same people every
I've
single
never
time.
seen. I've heard him say a couple jokes that are the same, but like majority of it, like he'll make
Because
quick
he's
shit.
going off the cuff.
Yeah, he'll make quick shit in the room. I'm like, holy
And
fuck!
trust
Like,
me,
how
I've
did he do
watched him
that?
perform over like 100 times, 150 times.
I'm
It's
gonna
been
quote this
different.
one. When we were at the brewery in Redlands, and he's like, we were like in the back room. It's a cold as fuck. It was a cold day that day. It was like where they make the beer in the back, and your dad was like, I ordered this beer an hour ago, and it's still fucking cold. Like, I'm like, God, that shit was great. Like, why didn't I think of that shit? And then he was like, I've performed a lot of places, but I've never performed in like a freezer. Like, where
Yeah.
are we? I was like so simple, but so fucking good and just killing it. Like,
Well, he told me he was like the reason I had to kind of like try to adapt a style where I'm on the fly is because I was seeing the same faces with different clothes
mhm.
every time. Because he had told you stayed in Southern California, you didn't really travel too much. You go to Ventura, like somewhat Northern
I thought
California,
he
but
goes to like Vegas and Arizona. Doesn't he?
every once in a while. But when I was growing up, he would try to
Hey,
be
but
around.
that's a luxury to just be able to just to stay and still kill. Like, it's like a residency, you know?
Well, that's all due to his style because his style is different. When you go see my dad, it's a different. You're gonna see a different show every
It's so
time.
funny, like when I go to his shows, it's always those old vets, the old cholos in their viejas.
Straight up, it's like fresh out of car show. Yeah,
Hey, at that show we were at Westcoast,
fresh out of fucking Superior Grocers.
the show at
The talk
Covina, across the street, there was like lowriders. I was like, is that the people who just came here, or is that a random fucking car meet right there? What was that? Did you see that?
That's
Did you see those classic cars across the street? Was
that's
that just a
funny though, 'cause
random?
if a white comic was there, you wouldn't be thinking, are they with them? No, you're like, nah. There's something separate going on down the street. That's funny, because my dad does bring a Latino crowd out for sure, and they drink, dude. My dad had the bar record at the Ontario Improv for the longest time. I don't know if he still has it now, but he did have it.
He had what?
The bar record, like for the most
Alcohol
out of
sold.
yeah.
He sold out of kegs. All the Modelo's were
Yeah, like
gone.
literally, yeah. Mexicans, bro, rolled in there, like,
Modelo's and Bud Lights.
dude, and limes.
they
Don't forget
had to
limes.
they had to go to Food for Less to get some more
Real
lives.
shit.
That's a callback, people. No, but no, like I said, every time I've seen your daddy fucking kills. I want that skill. Same with Bebbles. Like, I love his energy. That's why I said I like going to watch shows because you could pick up on people's traits.
100%.
Like I said, your dad's witty. He's fucking quick. And then
Yeah.
Bebbles' energy. I'm like, this is shit. People always tell me all the time, like, oh, you do well because you like to watch. Like, yeah, I started out as a fan.
But you also learn it's like you can pick up a lot of things by just watching, but
Yeah.
you pick up the integral things by doing. Is how I feel about comedy.
Besides your dad, do you have any comedy inspirations? Like people that you like? Is there other comics that you look up to and admire or anything like that? Who's your favorite comedian besides your dad? You can't say
That's
him.
hard, dude. Like I was not introduced to comedy like how other people may have found it. They might have been like, oh, their parents were like, oh, loving comedy, so I always saw it on in the living room.
That's how I was. Like
Yeah,
we grew up
that's what I
watching.
always hear, but I didn't. I was very sheltered from it. They were not like, this is like, my dad was never like, this is what I do, son.
I
Like,
remember
I talk
he was
shit
like,
about tortas
he's
and
like, I thought my dad worked at the airport. Like, how the fuck?
nah, real shit. When I was when I was like fucking like 3 to 7 years old, all I would see is my dad constantly with a bag of luggage leaving. So I'd be like, oh, but he was always there. But like I say, he would take off frequently to go do shows here, to go do those shows there for a weekend, not too long. But I would see him always leaving, so I'd be like, oh, like, where's he going? And I always just, my brain, my toddler brain just assumed, oh, he was just going to the airport. He goes, because he always says he's going to the airport. I was like, oh, he must be a pilot. That's what I thought in my brain. I was like, okay, yeah, he was always going to the
He's a
airport.
drug
He's a pilot.
smuggler. He's a mule.
Yeah, imagine. I'm like, Dad, you're in the cartel. I'm fucking 4. That'd be funny, dude.
You know your dad's a voice actor. Have you ever thought about doing anything like that? Did you develop? Do you have that skill?
Well, I talked to people about it too. That my dad has like that's like the best case scenario because he
How did he get into that?
was in Hollywood Productions and but he can go into a Target. He's not like Jim Carrey where like they were Eddie Murphy. Like they're fucking amazing people, but they'll get recognized if they go into like a Walmart. Someone will be like, that's fucking Jim Carrey or that's fucking Eddie Murphy. Like,
There's a lot of voice actors. They voice act like 200 fucking characters.
yeah,
like,
but they're on the low. Yeah, like
a lot of them
you
like
wouldn't recognize them in the Best Buy,
yeah.
but like
If you look up any cartoon, one voice actor will voice like 200 characters for 200 shows. Like it's limitless. But like, would you ever consider doing anything like that? Like, are
I
you?
mean, yeah, the opportunity if the opportunity got
Can you
presented,
make voices? Like, are you good at that shit? Like, I couldn't do it. Like,
I mean, it depends.
That's why I want to ask him. I want to ask him like, how do you come up with a character? Like, how do you come up with different? Like, you get the character and you have to figure out.
You know when I bring out voices, like personally, Andy, I can tell you when I bring out voices is when I'm frustrated about some shit and I'm telling my homie about how I was fucking frustrated about the bitch in the drive-thru, and then I start bringing up her voice and she was like, yeah, you can't have extra fries. You can't have extra fries. We actually don't have it. The ice cream machine's not fucking working right now. That's when I start talking shit. You know what I mean? That's when I start getting my voices in there and start going crazy. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know. Are you in your room at night being like trying to do a Donald Trump impression? Like, I didn't think that was all right.
I can't do impressions at all. Like I said, Joey Diaz. Anybody can do him. He's like, yeah, cocksucker.
Yeah, what the fuck? What are you doing over here?
He's like, listen here, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
It was December
You're
1984.
fucking up. Eat a fucking meatball. Shut the fuck up.
You cocksuckers, suck my muffler, cocksuckers.
Dude, but that's iconic though. You think about it, like that's also like I feel like that's what makes a good comedian too, is like they have certain type of mannerisms and the way that they're like presented to people that like if you remember them, like you think of Joey Diaz, you think of his
Yeah.
fucking like off the wall. First of all, his crazy accent, the way like he is in New York and shit. Like
I kicked your chair back. It was on. It was.
he bumped me up. I was like, holy
these
shit, dude.
recline.
I was ready to pop it back right now. Look,
Oh,
yeah,
you can if you want to. You're probably gonna kick the things.
I was chilling back.
These are movie theater style seats.
If y'all see my Nikes just fucking fly into the camera shot, don't be surprised. I'm gonna bump it back.
Sorry, continue what you were saying.
But that's why my point was basically like a lot of big comedians, they have a certain type of like flow and the way their mannerisms and the way they are as
Yeah.
a person that's attractive to an audience.
I wanted to bring this up, like, like the new age of comedy, like social media is like big on new comics. Like there could be people who are famous on TikTok or Instagram, and all of a sudden they just give them the biggest platforms and stages. Like, do you think that's like, do you think they're gonna last long, or like that's just like they're gonna burn out quick and it's just all hype? It's all hype. Because I know, like I said, I'm not gonna name names, but when we were at the Laugh Factory, I saw people's pictures on the walls and amongst like legends, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing up here? I made the joke. I was like, because they show for the next fucking for future shows, and it shows
the lineup.
it shows
the posters.
it shows their credits, and it was like Instagram and TikTok. I'm like, that's not a fucking credit. Anybody has Instagram and
To be honest,
TikTok.
Andy, like those kind of people, if they did get into a club because of their like social media following, it's up to them. That's my opinion on it. Like, it's up to them if they're gonna just be like a flash in the pan. They're gonna be like lightning in a skillet. You know what I mean? There's a difference.
Because back in the day, comedy was weird. Like you did comedy to get a sitcom, and then after a while that died out, and then it was just do comedy to get clubs and theaters. And now it's like, oh,
Social media
you're
to get
famous
the club.
on social media. Let's put them in a comedy club. Like,
But look what social media has done for people. There's people that have just been on social media and then went into movies.
yeah,
Like
it speeds up because they say it takes 10 years to become a comic, like a legit
they
comic.
cut that shit in half pretty
Now
much.
it's like
Not even that. They cut it into fourths maybe.
I'm
like,
telling you right now, like I've been in 2 years in, and I know I'm not ready for that shit. Like,
well, like I said, that's the difference of like word to mouth to now social media is a whole other ball game now. Now it's not who you know. Like, it is who you know, but it's also about how well you can promote yourself on the internet too. Because there's a lot of people like you know who they are. They're selling out shows, but you've never like seen them around. You know what I mean? But they pop off, and that's in my opinion, bro. If you could headline somewhere and sell out a show, however you're doing it,
exactly.
keep doing it. You know what I mean? If it's working for you, keep it up.
And there's people who, like I said, the people who hate on other comics because they're more successful or whatever. Like, listen, if you can make the crowd laugh, that's your job. That's it. That's all that matters, Like, but like, if you have to invite 7 or 8 of your friends just to fucking fill the time, like, because you don't have the time, like,
Yeah.
like, you know,
Well, you split it up.
like I said, it's like they have mini showcases because, like, you know, like they've been given a platform and they're not ready for it. That's why I'm saying, like, with me, I'm 2 years in, I'm not ready for that shit. So I'll do 10, 15 minutes. You want me to do
That's also how I feel about certain opportunities. Like, when is there ever gonna be a day where you sit there, Andy, and you're like, you know what? I'm ready for a fucking hour special. Let's do it right fucking now. I feel like it takes someone thrusting you into some shit to really know where you're at. You know what I mean? Because you're never gonna be like, you know what? I'm ready to do a 2 hour set right now.
Yeah.
But if someone left you up for 2 hours, who knows? You might fucking pop out and have a sweet 2 hours. I don't know. Like it's a real thing. Like I don't feel like it's like any other like sport or competition.
The only problem is with me, I get over my material fast. Like I'm over all my material now. I'm like, how do you even build an hour? Like I'll be over the hour before I even get to the fucking hour. You know what I mean? Like, so like for you,
I don't
what's
know.
your
From what I've seen is like I have like a simple idea. I turn it into a joke and then I just try to expand the joke. And I think I do it, and it's a repetitive thing. You know you have jokes you've done uh, more than a handful of times. You know what I mean? So like and you learn, okay, maybe if I added this would be funnier. And then the next time you do it, you try to add this and you try to add that. And like it becomes bigger and it becomes a bigger joke. So like sometimes you have a 2 minute joke that you could write out and work out and expand into like 7 minutes. I'm sure there's some comedians, like I'm very, very fresh to this shit, but I'm sure there's a lot of comedians out there that probably had a joke that was like a minute long and now it's 20. You know what I mean?
I've had longer jokes I had to cut down because there's too much talking. Like sometimes you got to cut the shit down. Like because it's simple jokes can be funny. Like it doesn't have
That
to
is
be.
comedy though. I feel like it's the simplest thing. Like you're telling
Yeah,
me it was cold in the room and my
yeah.
dad said
It's
that's
yeah.
a simple thing,
It
but it's
doesn't.
like complex at the same
Genius.
time
It's
almost. Yeah,
genius. Like
it's a crazy thing, man. Like that's
hey,
why comedy's the shit.
I'm gonna say
That's
this right
why
now.
comedy's the shit.
Comedy's like Charmin Ultra. Less is more.
Less is more. Dude.
Because honestly, less is more. You don't have to fucking
I
do
thought
a
you were
3
saying that because there's a lot of shit talkers. You know, you had to.
Well, that too, but what I'm saying is like, if you could get to the point with less, then that's even better. Because that's what I said. I get a lot of sometimes I get like dumbfounded on simple shit. Like what the fuck?
Well, dude, there's a simple joke that's like this person said, oh my god, like the person that named bed bugs, they named bed bugs because they were in a bed. Then who the hell named cockroaches? Like that's you know what I mean? But that's so simple, you know. But that's hilarious, you know what I mean? Like at the same time, it's hilarious. So that comedy is just like it's simple.
Hey,
A lot of good jokes are very, very simple. I feel like
you know, it's summertime, right? It's hot. We had a in my garage. We had a water
swamp ass season, baby. What's up?
we had a water bug in the garage, and my daughter, my teenager, she was
Mhm.
like, "Dad, there's like a bug that's like the roach emoji." I was like, "What?" She's like, "It looks like the roach emoji." It was a a big old water
Oh,
bug,
I know what you mean. The fucking
big ass one. And I was just like, "Do you mean a fucking water bug?" I was like, "Yeah, they come out in the summertime, like they come out of the sewers and shit."
They're gonna start talking. I feel like that's where like young teenage slang's
She
going.
referred to it as an emoji. She's like, "It's like the roach emoji." I was like,
One day you're gonna tell her go to your
Hey,
room. She's gonna be
listen,
like fucking mad face emoji,
listen.
dad. Mad face emoji.
I grew up poor. I grew up in the hood. We had some places we had roaches. I know what roaches are. That was a fucking water bug. Those were big ass motherfuckers like that big. But those are harmless. You know,
you thought it was like a relative or some shit. Huh? What the fuck?
take my wallet, motherfucker. No, but when she told me, I'm like, Dad, there's a roach emoji in the garage. I was like, what the fuck? Do you mean a fucking water bug?
That's why I work at a grocery store, so like I love hearing little kids. Like I see like a little brother or sister like conversating. You know what I mean? Like they're talking to each other. It's like she's like, I like green. And the kid's like, well, I like blue. And the girl's like, well, green's better. And they just have this dumb conversations about things that like you like. I would never have a conversation with you about
It's like stoner
blue's
talk.
better than green. Yeah, exactly. And also, but there's also a thing called older person talk. Like I saw my my relatives talking one time. They haven't seen each other in a minute, and I heard them conversating. And like to start conversation, my aunt goes like, "So do you go to like Costco or Sam's Club?" And I just thought that shit was fucking hilarious to start
I
a
like your dad's
conversation like
Sam's Club bit about his girl. She goes to
that. Oh, they got the
Costco.
S, yeah. No, just saw a joke. Yeah, he tells a joke about my dad's girlfriend Kiki.
That's your stepmom, right?
Yeah, she
It's your
like
stepmom.
legally. I don't know, like what do you say to that?
Hey,
I don't know.
shout out to Kiki.
Shout out Kiki. Yeah, but
What's
she
your real name?
Enriqueta.
I never
I can't
mind.
even roll the R in the right space. I'm too white.
I shouldn't have
I'm too
asked.
whitewashed Mexican. Yeah, you asked me. I'm like, and
Where is that from?
Mexico. I'm assuming. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's Mexico. Yeah, but my dad tells a joke about. She said she's gonna go to Costco's, because she had to S to shit that doesn't need a S. And her grammar's not all the way there because she's bilingual. But her Spanish was her
Hey,
first
but
language.
she's nice. I like her. She's cool.
She'll be like, he's the bestest, or they're
bestest?
stupid. They're stupider. They're stupider.
She speaks full gone wild.
Yeah, no mames. You know, I'm a whitewashed Mexican, but I've been saying no mames a lot. That's just a funny phrase to me, bro.
What was your household like growing up? Did you was you guys like super Mexican or like whitewashed Mexican?
No, whitewashed Mexican.
I'm whitewashed Mexican.
Well, my grandparents, they never taught me Spanish. My grandparents are
That's
fluent
my
in Spanish.
joke. I'm like, my grandparents only spoke Spanish to each other. Anytime
Yeah.
we walked into like the kitchen or whatever, they'd shut up. Like
Yeah.
they only spoke. My dad didn't even know Spanish. Like
Same with my dad. Yeah. Well, he knows he could fucking pick up every
your
couple
dad
words.
is like my dad. They're like the second generation Mexicans.
Yeah, well, my grandparents, I spent a lot of time with them when I was growing up, like when I was a kid. So they would spell shit out before I was old enough to spell stuff. They would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the PARK, or we're gonna take him HOME.
They're going to the Parco.
I'm a kid. I'm like, what the fuck? What language is that? That's the language I want to learn. Nah, but it was English. But once I learned how to spell, that's when they went to Spanish. They never taught me. They just went to Spanish when they wouldn't want to say
Yeah,
things around me
My
and not let
grandparents
me know about it.
and my aunt lived next door. Like my family, my grandparents, they all owned like my great grandpa had a property at the top of the hill,
Uh-huh.
and then his daughters all had houses. They basically owned half the block. So it was like,
That's crazy. You had a cul-de-sac. It was Calderon Lane or what?
yeah, pretty much. So it was like it was the top house. When I was born, it was already sold. Then I
Oh,
had an
okay.
aunt that lived next door to that. Then
Mhm.
my grandma and grandpa. Then another aunt lived next door to that. So
So the block parties must have been lit.
It was I was, but they were all dead by the time I came around.
It's
But
fucking gangster though. Like you have
but-
a crazy lineage.
they sold the top house. That was the main family home.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I said, my aunt, she ended up dying. I was like a kid, and then my grandparents, and then my aunt. So like I said, they basically all chilled at my grandma's house. They would drink coffee, and
Yeah, that was a
Talk.
meet up spot. That was a link.
I just remember that they would all talk Spanish. They'd be like gordo this, gordo that. They would be calling me gordo. As I said, when I have a joke that says, when I was 5 years old, I thought my name was gordo. They were just like gordo. Even my grandpa, they're like, but that's what the
You're
joke.
like, I know what fat means. Like fuck you guys.
That's what the joke is. I'm like, they talked a lot of shit. If I knew Spanish, I would know all the shit they talked about me. Like, they kept us out of the club. You know, we weren't. Did they do the same shit? Like, as soon as you came around, they'd stop talking Spanish.
Well, no, they would talk about it in the car while I'm right fucking there. You know, one time my grandma was in the car with me and she fucked with me when I was like 5 years old, 6 years old. She was in the car, she's driving, and she told me, I was telling her a story, and I was probably just bullshit, and I was a little kid, I was being imaginary, and she was like, "Is that the truth, Jojo? Is that the truth?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's the truth, Grandma." She's like, "Well, I hope you know, if you lie, your nose will start to grow." And I was like, "No, Grandma, that's the truth. That's the truth." And then we just kind of go on, and she's driving, and she looks in the rearview mirror, and I'm like fucking sitting there like, "Is my nose growing?" I was sitting there feeling my nose, being like, and she starts
Hey,
busting up and laughing at it.
My grandma was fucking hilarious. She would talk mad shit. Like, she would tell me all the time, like, "Oh, Andy, you have a face only a mother can love." And I was
Oh
like,
shit!
and
You're like, what about a grandmother?
I went to go live with my grandparents. Like, my parents got divorced, and I basically lived with my grandparents from when I was like 13 to like 19. And she would be like, "Hey, Andy, you have a face only a mother can love." And then she'd like look around, like she's trying to find my mom. There was another time I remember my uncle used to ride quads. He used to go to Glamis and ride quads, and
White people shit.
he started dating my now aunt, and then she got into a wreck. Like, she crashed. Like, she wasn't experienced. She crashed. And she
That's
came. I remember
bad.
she had like a neck brace all fucked up. And I remember my grandma like, "Oh, I thought I felt an earthquake." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, my grandma did not give a fuck. Like, she was cold. That's why I feel like I got my humor from her. Like, she didn't give a fuck. She would talk mad shit.
Dude, my great grandmother, I'm blessed enough to like my great grandmother. Like, she was very heavily in my life when I was a kid. So like, and she was
Your grandma looked young. The one that was at the show. I was like,
she's
"That's
like-
your
I
grandma?"
think she's
Like,
like in her.
she's
I
healthy.
think she's 72.
That's what
So-
my grandparents were. Like, they lived into
but
their
she's
90s.
always fit, trying to fucking
Yeah,
do this and
my
that.
grandparents
Go
lived
with the
into
curves.
their
Shouts
90s.
out her.
They lived into their 90s. They weren't in wheelchairs. They weren't like, like,
Fairly mobile.
yeah,
To
they just got sick and
But
died.
what I
Well,
saw, my great grandma, we say like that's where like my comedy comes from. My great grandma, bro, was quick. Like one of the quickest people. And even I knew her when she was 65 plus. So like even then,
Yeah,
she would
same.
say shit when I was a kid and it just bust me
She,
up.
she would tell me like in high school or I started getting piercings and then I got
Mhm.
tattoos and she'd be like, "You're not one of those, are you?" Like she do this shit. She thought I was gay. I was like, "No, grandma, I'm not."
No.
That's a
Okay,
call. That's a callback.
I never got accused of being gay.
But because
By my family at least.
their generation piercings and shit like that. Like I used to have like my ears stretched out and she'd be like, "You're not one of those, are you?"
Yeah,
Like
they weren't piercings or they were piercings.
I'm like, "Grandma, I like girls. They just don't like me back, all right?"
Yeah. He said, I'm trying my best.
No, but she was just talking shit. But yeah, she was funny. Like I miss her. Rest in peace. I had another bit where I talked about how I miss her cooking. I'm like, she passed away like 12 years ago, and I still haven't lost the weight.
Dude, my mom said that too. My mom would cook a lot. My mom was a great cook. Well, she still is a great cook. She's doing her
How
thing.
many siblings do you have? Is just you and your sister?
I have two older sisters, but they're technically stepsisters. They have a different dad than me, but I grew up just knowing that they're my sisters, you
So
know.
you're your only dad's child?
No, my little sister's also my dad's child.
Oh, so there's four of you guys.
Yeah, she's 19. Shouts out my sister. She's about to be 20. Shouts out my little sister Savannah. She's great. She does her own thing. I got
Has
her.
she ever been to the shows? Have I ever seen her before?
No, she doesn't really come around to a lot of shows, but she does come and see me every once in a while. She's cool. She likes it when I go out to Long Beach and like other places like that.
Is she from
She
out
likes
there?
the exotic place. No, but she likes the exotic place. So I tell her, I'm like, oh, I'm in Hollywood, sis. She's like, oh, man, I've been there.
Does she live with your mom?
She lives with my aunt right now. She's actually gonna go live with my mom in a little bit. My mom moved to Laguna Hills. I lived in Laverne my whole life. I grew up in Laverne, but then my mom recently moved out to Laguna Hills, so I moved out to Rancho with my grandpa.
Do you have any nieces or nephews? No, nobody has kids.
My oldest sister has two girls and a boy, but she lives in Texas, so I don't really go out there too often. That's why I'm hoping comedy keeps ramping up so I can go to Texas one day. And I can be like,
It's
yo,
already
sis,
ramped
what's
up out there. Go ahead.
Dude,
What
I
part?
feel like Texas would be fun, man.
What part of
Comedy.
Texas does she live?
I think San Antonio, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she lives in San Antonio.
I don't know the geographics, but like Austin's where it's at,
That
supposedly.
I think it's pretty fairly a distance from that area, dude.
Fucking take.
I feel like San Antonio's a pretty good area too, though. I feel like there's a decent amount of comedy. That's like a pretty
I have friends that
poppin'
gone out
area
there,
in
and like
Texas.
every fucking place out there has a mic. Like the laundromats, the gyms, everything has fucking.
What?
Yeah, like you can perform anywhere out there. There's a fucking microphone and start talking. I have a friend who moved out there and he was doing a literally people were working out. He was doing bits at a gym while people were
That's
working out.
great. I mean, I guess like that experience does something for you. You know what I mean?
I'd love to go out there, but I just heard the weather's crazy. It's fucking hot.
It's hot, yeah, hot as fuck. I remember I went out there I used to go out there a lot. A lot of my family's out there. So I'll go out there, and sometimes in the summer the weather would be like freaking 120 degrees, 120
Yeah, like you have to have
degrees, bro.
some pristine AC for
As
sure.
soon as you walk out, like you evaporate almost. It's fucking
I
ridiculous.
went to Vegas one time and it was like that, and my fucking rearview mirror melted in my car. Cause we were there for like a week, so my car was sit parked,
You told me that.
and that shit
You had told me
melted.
that
That shit
beforehand.
melted. I was like, holy
That's
fuck.
crazy.
Well, we were out there.
What do you even tell your insurance company? Like,
No,
what?
I just bought a new one. I didn't claim that
You
shit.
didn't try to claim it.
It's a fucking rearview mirror.
You're like, shit, national, like this is like a tragedy.
I saw a clip today. Somebody's trash cans, the trash cans for your street in Arizona was like melted. I was like, holy shit! Like,
Well, they are just like a plastic, right? Like, yeah,
but still, it's thick fucking plastic.
it's
That's
gotta
crazy.
be- like, you gotta put a torch on that shit, damn near.
No, but it happened here again too. That was a car a few years ago. My rearview mirror melted again here. Last summer. This summer has not been hot at all. Like,
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
what is this? August?
Dude,
It has not been over 100 degrees at all.
Dude,
Hey,
climate change.
they say seasons change. Like,
Nah, climate change,
I
bro.
think
This is-
September, October is gonna be the
you
new
think it's
summer.
gonna be fucking ridiculous?
It's gonna be the new fucking summer.
All right, Andy's calling you right now. If that happens, Andy's gonna be the new
Well-
what is that called? What, when you
A
predict the weather?
weatherman? I don't know.
There's like there's an ologist word to it. I don't know. We're not college educated, or are you, Andy?
a little bit, but I don't know what you're talking about.
But you said a little bit. Did you drop out, or you have a degree, or what?
I have a degree. No, I have a degree, but I just didn't. It wasn't no 4-year degree. It's like a
No,
2-year.
I attended.
All right, I finished. I completed a program, but I didn't fucking complete everything.
No, I completely dropped out, bro. I went to clown college. That's what we're doing right now. We're all in clown college.
How old are you?
23, bro.
You still have time.
Well, I dropped out during COVID because like I was there and I was doing the classes, but when it went to I was in there smack dab in the when COVID started.
When do you think you'll ever reach the point where you can quit your job and do comedy full time?
Want enough people come see me, please.
Hey,
Please
I
come
don't think I
You
got
know what I
kids,
mean,
so
bro?
until my kids graduate and
Well, that's what
they're on their own,
it's crazy. My whole family tells me don't have kids, don't get
Don't.
married, don't
Don't.
don't do none of that stuff.
Get-
I'm like,
I'll tell you now, get a
okay.
vasectomy now. Don't trust these hoes.
Well, dude, honestly, like it's like I've been in the point where I'm so locked in on this stuff that we're doing the comedy that I don't have time. Like actually, like I would love some girls tell me too. They're like, "Yo, come take me out on a date. Like,
Fuck
when are you gonna take me
you.
out?" But to be honest, like Andy, I don't have time. Like unless they want to go out on a Tuesday, which is like they don't know. Like it's like a Friday, Saturday. You know what I mean?
Hey, come to my comedy show.
Yeah, but that's what I say. I'm like, you can come to this, but I can't promise you I'm gonna like, talk to you or anything. But like, it's not because I don't want to go out with them or don't want to do anything with them. It's just like I am locked in on this shit. Like
Hey, trust
I think
me.
about it too, and I think about it. I dropped out of college, so like this is my thing. Like if something doesn't come of this, then I'm just gonna work at a grocery store the rest of my life. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what I'm
even
doing.
even if you do, at least you have something like an outlet. I said comedy's an outlet for me. Like, I have to work because I have kids and a wife to provide for, but comedy is my outlet. It's my
But
personal
what I've
thing.
learned 100% is that like when you do comedy, bro, you're heard. There was a lot of times when I was like a couple years ago, like I want to say when I was growing up, but like literally like a couple years ago, where you try to speak up in a conversation,
Nobody cares.
no one listens to you.
That's
No
the
one
worst when you're in a
cares.
group and you're talking and then nobody's listening, so you
And
kind of
that's
just
a
like
real
you
thing.
kind of just fade out.
Fizzle out. Yeah, you're like yeah, like the one time
And then I'm always that guy. If I see somebody fizzling out, I'm like, I'll pay attention.
yeah, you're like, what's up, bro? Yeah, Eddie, that's why people are fucking cool, bro.
I know. I've been there. I've seen people like, oh, he's fizzling out. He's fading out. Like, let's pretend to talk.
I don't know.
to him.
I'm not the type of person to ignore someone. I'll hear what someone has to say, but if it leads into some bullshit, that's when I'll be like, okay, I'm out. I'm out. But like, that's what I like about comedy is that like you are heard,
Yeah, so,
whether you're up to par or
what
not.
made you want to start comedy? I know your dad does this shit, but like,
Oh, we got that's a whole other story. This is another fun story.
what I'm
Okay.
saying is like, were you just going with him and just seeing how much fun everything was, and you said, man, I want to do this
I
shit?
wouldn't say it was. I would roll with my dad. I would go to spots. I didn't even drink, believe it or not, Andy. Like,
No, well, I opened for your dad when I was like 6 months in, and I met you at that time. You don't remember me, but I sat next to you. You were some chick, some random chick,
probably.
and
We.
it was at the Ontario Improv.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but I did follow my dad all the time, like whenever he went anywhere.
How well you waited till well, obviously you were 21 yet before you could start going around. But
I was already like when I met you, I was probably like 22 then when I met you. But I was rolling around with him for a long time before that, and I was just kind of watching him seeing him do shows, and all of his openers would be like, "Hey, you should try it. Like, hey, you should try doing comedy." And I just thought of it as like a far fetched idea.
does he
It was
help
like,
you write? Like, does he give you pointers or tags or try to help you with your
Believe it or
shit?
not, not really.
Your dad pulled me aside after the show.
He'll sometimes he'll throw me a tag here and there. You know what I mean? But that's just the game. You know what I mean?
Your dad pulled me aside after a show and he was like giving me advice, and the whole time in my head I was like just nervous. I don't even know what the fuck he was even saying.
Holy shit, dude! There's no way this is happening right now.
I quit smoking like 3 weeks ago, but I was vaping at the time. I was just ripping the whole time he was talking to me. But like, it was just cool like that. I like how your dad just gives, like I said, give him his time.
Well,
just
see how my dad's very modest about like I never see my dad go up and be like, you know what the fuck I am, even like like he's not that person. I feel like it's a big part of it too. Like you gotta be humble.
That's why he is who he is, But I feel like I've never heard anything negative from anyone from him. Everyone's positive experiences from him. So
Well, what
like,
I've seen about my dad, no matter what people want to say, he'll give someone an opportunity. Like he's given you one. He gives me a lot, but I'm his son. That's different. But I've seen him give countless people opportunities, and a lot of comedians that roll with him have gone on to do a lot of big things. So like, clearly it shows that he's helpful in some type of way. He has a lot of knowledge. He's wise in the comedy world.
that's why he was
he's
talking to
seen a
me, and it
lot.
sounded Chinese. He's like giving me advice on
Chinese.
not being nervous, do this, do that, and I was just like, is this real? Is this real life? Like,
I'll say one thing on the podcast, bro. Like some of the advice that my dad gives me, he's like the fucking Riddler of comedy. He won't give you a straight advice. He'll give you a riddle.
he told me I need to project more, like be louder. I'm like, I think this is my voice. I have a really low
But that is
tone
the
voice.
common problem, because like especially not really in a club, because if you're in a comedy club, the crowds most of the time they're quiet and they're willing to listen to you. But when you're at a bar,
You gotta speak over them.
sometimes it takes you kind of not yelling, but
You need that Bebo Spice of crackhead
Yeah,
fucking
like pop-
energy.
because that will make. But realistically though, like I've seen it, that will make running my show. I do the Temple Bar in West Covina. Shouts out Temple Bar Urban Eats, West Covina, Grizz and Sins. But I see that show and I've seen people that don't come for the show. They go to the bar or whatever, and then a comic gets up there and starts speaking sternly and clearly into the mic, and I've seen people at the bar turn around and like sit there and look and then start to listen. And then sometimes we reel them in and they're watching the whole rest of the show. So
Hey,
that just goes to show, you know.
Where do you guys make your posters? Those are legit. Like, do you have like a spot you go print them out at, or
I make the posters.
I'm talking about like where do you print them out at?
I'm the fucking engineer. I'm just
I know you design it. I'm talking about where do you print them? Because
no.
I have,
the owner of the Temple Bar prints them.
I have one in my fridge in my garage. The one that we
Yeah,
did.
we gave you one.
And
Shit's sweet.
I wanted to frame it, but I couldn't find the frame size, and then I wanted to laminate.
You didn't want to go to Michael's and pay fucking $115. They'd be
No.
overcharging over there. Fucking.
I see how I framed that. I wanted to find a
Fine.
frame like that, but I'll find one.
Head to your nearest Marshalls or some shit.
Yeah, I did, but I just couldn't find the right one.
No, I did. Yeah.
I brought it in with me. I was inside the store. Like,
shit.
what is the measurements you use? Like 13 by 16?
They do that at the bar over there, man. That's all their thing.
Oh, but yeah, I
promote it. I
find
promote it digitally. I went to the West Covina Mall one time, and me and George.
I forgot when we were there that I was just there the other day. That
Mhm.
fucking bartender. Remember she looked like the AI chick that you had in your videos. Your dad was like, "What's your name?" And in my head, I was like, "Oh fuck, it's the AI chick again."
She's Alexis. That's Alexis. Shouts out Alexis at Temple Bar too.
Yeah, but that was funny that she looked like the AI.
She
video.
looked just like that chick, and that was crazy because that chick was 100% like, who knows where that chick stays right? Like,
You stopped using the AI for your promos or what?
I stopped
haven't
using
seen you
it
doing
because
it.
I realized that it didn't really do anything. Like one time I did the AI promo, and I went up at the show I was hosting, and I was like, "Did you guys say the AI promo, like the pretty video of that chick that was talking shit on everybody?" And they were like,
No.
"What?"
See,
And the crowd went silent. So I was like, "Okay, I'm never doing that shit again." Then I guess it doesn't work. It doesn't bring
it
me.
caught my attention because she was hot, and I was like, "We don't know hot chicks."
Dude, and I had the first one I posted, I had a bunch of fucking dudes hitting me up being like, "Yo, is she gonna be there? Is she gonna be there, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah, pull up."
Because like I said, I'm a comic. I've been around comics. We don't hang out with hot chicks like that. I was like, "Whose cousin is this?" Like,
He said it's gotta be a family member.
I know some dude. He was like wanted to be a rapper, and like he needed hot chicks for his video, and he had his cousins.
But that works, dude.
But he had his cousins like twerking around him. Like, did you do that for
Shit.
your SoundCloud? Have your
Yeah.
cousins twerking around you?
How'd you know? I'm scared.
What was your SoundCloud rapper name?
I was JoJo on there too, bro.
That's just
It's
Jojo?
crazy because
What the fuck is TK? I've never asked you on your Instagram.
okay, TK. I did talk about this on the first podcast.
I don't remember.
But I'll refresh you. TK used to be a sniping clan in Call of Duty when I was a kid. They would do like trick shots.
That's your
and
clan?
and they would compete professionally. So I got Instagram like as soon as it came out, like 2000 like was that 14 I think. So I got my Instagram and I made it TK period JoJo.
It's just been
And then I just kept it.
What does TK stand for?
It was total chaos with a K.
Oh.
But then that sniper clan completely just phased out. Like they're not even like a clan anymore. They don't even do anything anymore on YouTube. It was a YouTube sniping clan, and then they phased out. So now I just have TK JoJo. But that's always just been my name, and people at my school knew me as that. People at my work knew me as that. So like that's just what I've kept.
They call you TK?
Yeah. Well, it started in comedy mostly. They would just know that my Instagram is TK JoJo. Everyone was like, "Hey." Some people at the house parties when I was in high school, they'd be like, "That's TK JoJo," because they would know me from Instagram, but not know me like in
Just
person.
like me. Like my
Andy C _comedy.
Listen,
That's what's up.
No, when I made my Instagram, Andy C, that's my last name, my initial. There's a fucking DJ, Wicked. He's a fucking DJ named Andy C's. And people are like, "Oh, like the DJ?" I'm like, "Who?" Like, I don't listen to that bullshit. But there's a famous DJ named Andy C. I'm like, "Nah, like this is just my Instagram handle. Like, I use my last name for my stage name. Sometimes when I go to shows, they'll call me Andy C on the fucking. I'm like, no, like you say the whole
It's
fucking
like, give
name.
it up for motherfucking Andy C.
Are you into DJ music or house music? What the fuck you call it?
No, I rent.
What does your generation listen to?
I pay rent. I'm not in the house. No, but no, my generation. I don't even know. Dude. I don't care. I listen to old shit. I listen to Eminem.
You're Gen Z, right?
Yeah,
Hey, show your chips. He brought some fucking Takis in my house. Blasphemy.
I brought Takis chili lemon
He's like, oh, there's a new flavor.
There's a new flavor I found at the store. If you guys ever seen this and tried them, let me know.
He was late today because he had to stop and try those.
I was a little late today. You know, I'm always late. You know, but honestly, because I work at a grocery store where I have to clock in on the fucking dot, so
You work today?
comedy's a lot looser. No, I did not work today.
See, then where the fuck were you late
I
for
woke
then?
up hungover. Like, fuck, man.
Hey, I drank last night too in my garage, and I started drinking some garage beers, and I had to work today,
Garage
too.
beers.
That's what I call them. That's what I call them, garage beers.
It's just funny that you have a reference to it. You're like,
You
yeah,
know my
man.
daughter, like, cause she has a lot of friends that come over here. I'm like, do they need to ride home? No, all right, cause like,
You're
I'm,
like, fuck.
listen,
yeah.
I'm like, listen,
That's crazy. That's something you have to do. Like, I never have to.
Listen,
I can get drunk at any point of the day. It don't matter really.
I'll ask them, you sure nobody needs to ride home? They're like, yeah. I'm like, cause I'm about to crack open these garage beers.
Yeah. He's
Once these garage beers start, I'm not gonna stop.
To spend the night.
You're gonna take the bus home. So like, for the
Get
most
an Uber.
for the most part,
Get an Uber
the
home.
parents pick them
12-year-old.
up. But there's one girl, she was like gonna take the bus home. I was like, "Full, I'll take you home. Just
It's the
let me."
How old?
They're 17, 16.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But that's why I'm like, all right, if I have to give the ride home, I'm not gonna drink. But if their fucking parents are coming at
I
5,
lived a pretty privileged life, Andy, because the only reason I know about like the public transit is because when I was 16, I would ride my skateboard everywhere. But I had a girlfriend from high school that I hung out with, and she would want to go to the mall and shit. And I was like, well, how?
what mall? The West Covina Mall?
The Montclair Mall. 'Cause I live in Laverne.
That place is ghetto as fuck.
But no, I would always be like, how are we gonna get there? Like we are gonna
3-hour
we're not
bus
gonna
ride?
walk. We would walk places, bro. Like we would walk 25 minutes to go somewhere.
Same, trust.
Yeah, like real shit. So like, but she would be like, we could take the bus there, and I was like, what? Like I had a nanny growing up. Like she would take me where if I asked her to go somewhere, she would take me somewhere. So like,
Was she like Austin Powers nanny? Did you take your virginity?
no, and honestly, my nannies were not bad. Like I would not have smashed any of my nannies going. Like thinking
Remember
about it
Austin-
now, like nah, I would not have smashed.
You ever watch Austin Powers? He's like, oh, we kept her on to her 22 because she was basically banging him.
No, dude, I could tell you some real shit. Like I'll just be open. Like my nanny dressed me like when I was like, till I was like 4, I think, like 4. And then I finally at one point I got to a point where I would pick out clothes and put on my own shit. But this is what I'll do. I'll wake up in the morning. I was like 4. Like I was like kindergarten.
So you're like the
little bit first
Kardashians
grade.
that you got raised by maids, or
Pretty much, dude, but they only spoke Spanish. I'm sure the nannies that they have are all like fucking little hipsters. Like they're like, yeah, I'm trying to be an influencer. They probably have little influencer nannies. That
You were
sounds
around
dope.
Spanish and you never picked up on it.
No, because it didn't really. I told you I learned simple shit, bro.
You ever watch this movie, Fun with Dick and Jane?
No.
They're rich. They're rich dudes. The
Sounds
guy-
like a porno. Fun with
it's
Dick and
with-
Jane. Let's
it's
be real.
with Jim Carrey. He's like
Oh,
a
okay.
rich corporate dude, and they have a nanny. The nanny basically raises the son, and she speaks Spanish, so the son.
I wanted to call her like a maid, but Mexicans don't have maids.
But listen, this nanny raised the boy, so he had like a Mexican accent. So when he talked, he'd be like, "Oh, my television, my
white?
Telemundo." Yeah, he talked with an accent.
That's pretty much like.
Check out that movie. It's called Fun with Dick and Jane.
Well, that's the thing too. Like I'd have nanny. I had multiple growing up. I had like 4 or 5 different nannies growing up. And so like, well, there would be one nanny that'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna teach you Spanish," blah 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 blah. But she'd only be my nanny for like 9 months.
Why don't you talk about this on stage? You're like,
That's true. This is decent material. Now that I think about it, yeah, I guess so. I had one nanny that like I used to get Lego sets when I was a kid, but I would never build them. I would just always just like
make
build.
her do it. Socorro, build this Titanic.
That's
now.
the thing. I didn't even make her do it. I would get Lego sets for my birthday, and I would come home from school one day, and the SpongeBob Lego set I got will be built in my room because she had extra time.
Would she rat you out like if you did something bad?
I was a good kid. I feel like I was a good kid.
So you're a nerd.
When I became a teenager, though, I had a nanny that she was younger, and she would cover for me.
So you could
She-
smoke
she-
weed and she wouldn't care. Did you smoke?
Nah,
did you
I
smoke
stopped.
or
I
drink?
stopped having a nanny by the time I started smoking weed. So that means about like 14, I didn't have a nanny anymore. But I had a nanny that would clean my. I wouldn't say clean my room, pick up my room.
She'd be finding your stale
would wash-
socks.
Yeah, like dude, like
She's all like, "Oh, Dios mío, your socks, Dios mío."
100%. Dude, like
She's like, "Mijo,
she knew.
mijo, just put
She
it in
knew.
the
I think
tissue.
about it now, and I'm like, she knew.
Mijo, do it in the shower. These socks, I have to use extra detergent.
Like I do it. I
Costco."
do it there too, Mamacita. Don't worry. I'm just kidding.
Hey, do you ever use a sock? If you say to ejaculate into a sock,
Yeah, and I'll wear it after. No, I'm just kidding.
it's all stiff and shit.
Shit's cardboard. It
Blink-
cracks.
Blink-182, they have a song they're like, I ejaculate into a sock, and I was like, why the fuck would someone nut into a sock?
You're like, fucking, what? This guy's genius.
Just nut in the toilet like a normal person.
Dude, you know what's funny? I when I started smoking weed. Do you remember the first time you smoked weed?
like
Sure, everyone
13.
does.
Yeah, it was
What's up?
stress weed. That's what you were talking about, Kush earlier. I was like, okay, 2001. Nobody
Yeah,
smokes
he's like,
Kush
I
anymore.
smoke stress. I was like, what the fuck is stress? I was smoking that fucking runts. I was smoking that granddaddy perp. Fucking that shit. I was smoking the shit Wiz
Hey,
Khalifa was smoking.
stress, you could pay $10, you get a whole like duffel bag of weed. for
Holy
10 bucks.
shit! You get a full one of those little like
the,
string
zip,
pouches,
the Ziploc
those string
bags,
backpacks full.
and had seeds, so you smoke it, it would just pop in your face. You're like, oh shit! Like,
You're eating weed popcorn. Like,
that's how it was. Like stress was trash.
that's crazy because I always, dude, I don't know, like, the hardest part about being a kid smoking weed was like getting people to sell it to me.
Oh, they don't trust you.
Yeah,
They think you're a cop
like, well, not only that, but
because you look white.
I had plugs pull up to me and they'd be like, "Ah, bro, like you're too young. I'm not." I would get like the plug through a friend or something, and they'd be
You
like,
probably looked like a
"Bro,
child
you're
until you were a
too
teenager, huh?
100% until like 3 years ago,
You
bro."
looked like a fed. You're like, oh fuck this kid.
Yeah, but they'll pull up and they're like, "Honestly, bro, like you're too young. I'm not selling to you." And we finally, but one time I got this really, really good plug. He was a cool dude, white dude, and like that how the stigma of plugs go. When you think of a plug, you think of some fucking fresh out of prison, fucking prison workout, fucking chest out, tattoo of the city he's from on his chest and shit, wife beater. But nah, like the people that delivered weed in my neighborhood were all white. So like I got a really, really good plug when I was like 16, and that dude was just solid with me.
Where I was from, people were into like pills and fucking perks, and they were crazy. It was
You're
like,
talking, dude. I grew up in the Xanax era of
yeah,
like high.
that,
No, I
that
was
was
in
after me.
when I was in high school. I was part of it too, but everyone was fucking all on Xanax, bro.
I've only smoked weed. I'm a square. I've never done pills or none of that shit.
Dude, I used to sell edibles in high school. Like when I was like 15, I would get a Corova. There's this brand called Corova that had edibles, and they would sell little pop brownies that were like a square, like a perfect little square, like this big. So I would get them, and they were 250 milligrams. So like that would fuck you up. Any normal person, if you take that 250 milligram, you're fucked up. So I would cut them into thirds, and I would get them for like $12, 11.99, $12. I had a guy that would get them for me, but I would cut them into thirds and sell every piece for $15 at school. At school.
Are you part Jewish?
At school. No, I was part hustler.
Hey, but yeah, in high school, honestly, that's people are dumb, so they're like, yeah.
No, but real shit. So I would sell the thirds. I would sell I would sell two pieces of it. So two of the thirds. So I'll make $30 after spending 12, and then I'll get to eat a piece and be high all day at school.
That's like prison when you get to pay because
Dude.
the demand.
No, but those edibles were no fucking joke, bro. I would take 1/3 of it in the bathroom at school. My mom would drop me off. Sorry, mom. I would get to school in the morning. My mom would drop me
She's
off.
listening?
Probably, but I would go in the bathroom and I would eat one of the thirds, and fucking the school would start at 7:40. By 8:15, Andy, I'm fucking fried, and I feel
One
it.
time-
I feel it come in, and then I would have to put eye drops in before school, and then at lunch I would have to go in the bathroom again and put eye drops in again because the edibles were so strong. My eyes would get red again past the eye drops
Have
I
you
would
ever
put in.
smoked and then it hits you again the next day?
No, that sounds amazing.
I've
That's
had it
like
a couple times. Like one time in school, I smoked the night before, and the next day it just hit me again. I don't know if it was laced or some
that's like,
shit.
That's like investing.
But
you got
that's happened to me twice.
you got crypto weed.
It's happened to me twice in my life where I smoked the day before, and the next day it just kicked in again. Like I don't know if it was laced with some bullshit because they did that a lot during those times.
There's some times where I would smoke the day before, and then the next day I'm still feeling a little.
That's
a
what,
little like
that's what I'm talking
loose.
about. Like
I know what you mean though. That's like an after effect to it.
I don't know what it is. Or,
Not anymore. I
Google it,
smoke too
people.
much.
I don't know.
Got rid of it.
I'm not into weed. It makes me horny and paranoid. So
No, but I sold all types of shit in high school, bro. Like after the edibles, I would sell wax carts because I also grew up in the era where wax carts became like a accessible thing, like very accessible. So I started getting into this guy. He would sell me 3 wax carts for $100, 3-gram ones, right, this big. And the people I went to high school with, they fucking know. They knew I was the Snoop Dogg of my school, bro. Just like I would get these wax cards, and they were nice, and they're like, the 510 threads, the one you gotta like twist onto a pen. It were those ones, but they were nice, and like they were the
what
first.
was that pen called? It was like G pen, wasn't that like a big
Yes,
thing?
but they were the first like nice ones that came out, and the ones I had, and they were a gram. They're like this big.
Because I remember I used to go to like concerts and they would sponsor that, and they'd have like you could buy the setup,
The little
G-pen.
510 thread with the
Yeah.
wax card, yeah. And I started selling the little wax cards, and I would get them 3 for $100, but I would sell them $50 a piece. So I would make an extra $50. I would make my money back, and I would smoke for free because I would constantly have the pen on me.
You're part Jewish, aren't you?
Dude, well,
You're
like
a
the
fucking
problem
hustler.
is that I was making like $500 a week, and it's like 2016, so that was fucking decent fucking money for that time in the economy. And I worked at a sushi restaurant, got paid under the table, But my mom started to like notice. She was like, I would come home with new clothes and I would have new shoes every fucking
She's
week.
like,
and
"Are you
shit.
prostituting yourself,
Nah,
son?
she would be like, "What are you doing to make all this money?"
Are you a sugar baby?"
She was like, "I know you're not making this much money at a sushi restaurant." And I was like, they gave me a raise, they gave me more hours and shit. But they got to a point where like other people, I just sold to my friends, but then other people from different schools were hitting me up and shit, and a bunch of other people started hitting me up, and I just
You
cut
had
it off.
Damon High School hitting you guys up?
Yeah, I just cut it off because I was like, I don't want to get caught because like everyone, there's people were getting caught at my school, getting high and shit, and I constantly had shit on me.
Hey, that Laverne In-N-Out in theater was the shit back in the day.
It still is.
We used to
Still
go
is.
to the movies and then go to In-N-Out after. That was the spot. But like for a while, Claremont was beefing with like Bonita and all those schools.
Beefing.
Like
Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
The football teams.
My dad makes more money than your dad. Fuck
No,
you.
the football teams had a fucking rivalry, so like you couldn't be
So
around each
what
other.
the
Like
fuck were you gonna do? You get jumped? Like
no, seriously, like
no way.
one time I was at the movies with a bunch of the Claremont kids, and then
Mhm.
Damien was there, the fucking all boys, gay boys high school.
All gay boys.
And
It's
they-
crazy.
We were at across the street. There was a T-shirt mart across the street from the Laverne Theater.
Mhm.
There was like a fucking.
I know what you're talking about. There's a t-shirt right there.
But
It's literally a t-shirt.
We were chilling there, and a bunch of the fucking Damien fools got into it with someone, and these fools just ran across the street like 30, 40 fucking dudes running. We had to like jump in cars and take the fuck off because these fools were ready to throw down. They just wanted to fight us because we were from Claremont. I wasn't a football player. Like, just anybody who was from Claremont, they were gonna fight. It was stupid. I don't know what the fuck.
Hey, what's up, SA?
Hey, like white people gangs, like the jocks fought each other, not even fucking gangs. But yeah, like I stopped going there for a while.
If it
because-
happened in this day and age, it would all be on Twitter. That's
Yeah, but for
You
a
have
while,
Twitter?
oh no, I
Dude.
created one, but I don't know how to use it. So
Dude,
I feel
Twitter-
old.
People, if you don't have a Twitter, stay off it. Because I see people on there getting shot in the head with shotguns.
No,
and
I can just
fucking
watch that on
content
Instagram.
fights. Nah, but Instagram does not have the caliber.
Twitter
of,
is for porn.
gore that Twitter has. Twitter is good for porn too. Not gonna lie, but no, you don't understand, dude. Like my era of high school was crazy. I told you the wax cards. I made a lot of money off wax cards, and also like that's when like OnlyFans. When I was a senior, was when like OnlyFans became like
Who the fuck pays for OnlyFans? I know somebody who knows somebody
dog.
They got divorced
Andy.
because they had $30,000 in debt from OnlyFans. How the
Andy.
fuck do you get $30,000 in debt?
You
from
don't
OnlyFans?
understand, bro. You know those bad chicks you went to high school with, right? You remember you were a senior, like, damn, Sandy's got fucking a rack.
She has an OnlyFans? No.
But yeah, that's what I went through
listen,
that, and then
I graduated 06.
Sandy started a fucking OnlyFans that
Listen,
weekend.
I graduated 06, so by the time OnlyFans came out, those girls were already old. So nobody gives a fuck. They're not on OnlyFans.
No, but imagine in 06 OnlyFans came out and fucking Sandy showing her tits. All you gotta do is pay $10. I didn't do this, but I knew like people from my high
Back
school.
in my day, the girls were just sluts and just fucking took photos, and then everyone saw it because
You got it for free.
if they
lucky
sent it to
bitch.
you, you showed everybody. So listen, girls, you send nudes to a fucking dude, everyone and his friends seen
Yeah,
it.
you're in
so.
a day and age where you have value, okay? You don't
Respect
there's no
yourselves.
don't print a Polaroid for your fucking boyfriend. Nah. Make him pay for that shit.
Respect yourselves. But like I said, any ladies out there who ever sent a nude, he did not just. It's like trophies. They're showing their boys at work.
Nah, but what I was saying is that like these girls will start OnlyFans and there was like groups
Your
of
high
dudes-
school friends had OnlyFans. That's fucking crazy.
Yes. And like groups of dudes that I went to high school with. I never did it, but I heard about it. Like wink. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, but groups of like dudes that I went to high school with would have like group chats where they would, let's say the OnlyFans was like $12. They'd all pay like $3.
And then cancel right away.
Yes, they
And
get all the
report it
content.
to their bank that it was a false
I don't know
charge.
about all that, but think about it. You're paying $3 to see fucking, little Jimena from fucking second period showing her tits. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? But they chose to do it. So it's like, that's.
Nah, in high school, we got them for free. We didn't have to pay for them.
No, I had a lot of girls that did OnlyFans and they got a decent amount of money. And they said they put entrepreneurs in their bio on Instagram.
And then now they're all Christians and they go to
Yeah.
church
Nah,
and
but,
then
like,
they found Jesus.
I'm sorry, but homegirl, you're not an entrepreneur. You know what I mean?
Have you seen those
work for
OnlyFans girls that are like, I'll find Jesus and all of a like, no, like Jesus ain't letting you in.
Yeah, they'll forget, but they won't forget.
Nah. What
There's
time
no
is it?
forgetting to snatch.
Okay, we're an hour and 22 minutes in. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to promote or bring up?
I have my birthday show. My birthday show is going to be September 26th, 9 p.m. It's going to be at the Stand Up Comedy Club in Bellflower. It's a beautiful club, a beautiful venue, a beautiful city, and I really appreciate if you guys to come out. Andy, I know Andy probably. is
I've
gonna
never
be
been there. What day is that?
It's on a Friday. It's a Friday. My birthday lands on a Friday this year. You know, I'm
Oh,
kind of having my breakout year. Like I'm doing, you know, I'm doing some shit. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm having my birthday show at the Stand Up Comedy Club in Bellflower on September 26th. It's a Friday, 9 p.m. I hope you guys will all come. It's gonna be a great fucking night. I got a good lineup of people coming through. It's gonna be great.
Who's gonna be on the lineup?
That's TBD. That is TBD.
You
But
said
it's
you had
gonna
I thought we could give him shout outs. I thought you had a fucking.
I have great ideas about certain people.
You
But
have Bebos on there.
oh, of course, Bebel's gonna be there. Bebel's like, that's one person for
Big
sure.
bad soul
You want to see a big bad sopa? He's gonna be fucking out there doing his thing. We have a bunch of other people too. I'm probably gonna host it, realistically. I don't have an idea for the show yet, but I'm probably gonna host it because that'd just be nice if it's my birthday. I'll be up there all night. I'll get all my
What you
friends
should
there.
do is you should get roasted. You should be sitting on stage. Have a portion where you get roasted.
You think I'm not gonna come out and get a cake and then they're gonna roast me after that?
No, I'm saying you should have a roast session.
Oh,
Like
100%.
the last like 20 minutes. Like we'll have some people roast you.
Maybe not 20, but like 10. Yeah, we'll do a little bit.
No,
of time
30 minutes.
wherever.
Bro.
Yeah, right. the whole
you
entire
cry.
the whole entire show. I'm just gonna be sitting up there, just fucking.
Like fucking JoJo's a fucking Jewish.
Yeah, 100%. I'm Jewish. My hair looks like a scrub daddy. I've heard it all, man.
Why do you say that? You look scrub daddy.
I've gotten that a lot.
I don't see it.
And you were there when I said it. Everyone like laughs, so that means they all think it's fucking true too. I'm like, fucking motherfucker.
That's funny. You like I asked my barber for a haircut and he gave me this.
It's true. Like, actually, fuck you.
Hey, at least you have hair, all right?
Franklin, fuck you in particular.
But anyways, so tell the viewers where they can find you.
If you want to find me, guys, go ahead and Instagram. Instagram.com. I'm at TK.Jojo. That is my Instagram.
And your SoundCloud?
My SoundCloud is Jojo Garcia. Don't go to that. Trust me, you're not gonna find.
I'm gonna put in the credits in the you know in movies how at the end of the movies the screen goes black. Then all of a sudden,
can I make your you edit and go ham? I'm gonna get up right now and jump in the air, and make your freeze frame, man. I want that to be the thumbnail of the video.
But you know at the end of the movies where there's like a secret credits. I'm gonna play one of your songs. What's your best song on there?
Dude, there's a couple. I'll send you one. I mean, they're not.
I'm just
they're
kidding.
Not
I'm not gonna put you on blast.
Nah, put me on blast. I don't even care.
Like Laverne, shout out Laverne.
Yeah, I came from the hard streets of LV, baby. What's up? It ain't Vegas, bitch.
It's like what's his name? Malibu's Most Wanted. He's
yeah, like Vanilla Ice.
the king of Malibu.
Vanilla Macchiato. That's me.
Do you have any other shows to promote?
Nah, that's pretty much it, man. Honestly, I mean, obviously I do Grins and Sins every first and third Thursday at the Temple Bar Urban Eats in West Covina. I do that show too. That's a great show. But just find my Instagram and you'll find out where I'll be, what I'm doing, what I'm up to.
They have hot bartenders and good wings.
They do have hot bartenders. I know they're hot because I can't get at them.
And the ladies,
they're beautiful.
Listen, the ladies that go there, hot Latinas.
They're old, you know. They're ready to bang. They have kids at home, but they don't care. They have a babysitter that night. So
if you're interested in horchata or enchiladas, that's where you
or 13-year-old breast milk, you know where to go. Temple Bar, Urban Eats, West Covina. I'm just kidding.
Hey, but do you have any final thoughts? Any little motivations you want to give to any upcoming comics or people out here who want to try this shit?
All I can really say, I don't think I'm in a position to give advice, but if you want to do comedy, just jump the fuck in. That's how you do anything. Like, I don't know. The hardest part is the initial entry to something. After you're into it, then you have an idea of what you're looking for, what you want to get better at, what you want to do differently, and where you want to take your shit. So it's like, if you want to do something and you're truly passionate about it and you think about it often, just at least try it so you can say you tried it.
Yeah, try it, but if you suck, get the fuck out.
Yeah, but if you suck, you'll never get better. I'm just kidding. It takes practice.
I'm kidding. We all fucking suck. But anyways.
Nah, I had a great fucking time, Andy. Thank you so much.
Hey, good shit having you come back here. But anyways, guys, you could follow me on my personal Instagram, AndyC_comedy. I'm the comedian. I'm not the fucking DJ.
Dude, he's doing a lot for fucking comedians like coming up. It's great.
I try to get people. I tell people I'm the IE's #1 comedy podcast, but we're not. One day we're gonna be.
Well, what's the top podcast in the IE?
I don't fucking know.
There isn't one. I'm pretty sure you like.
I have
by default you're winning.
I have like 34 subscribers, so that's not good at all. But anyways,
one of them.
So
I'm one of them.
You could follow the Instagram on the Crimson Comedy Show. You could YouTube, Spotify, like, subscribe, talk shit. Anyways, JoJo's, cheers. You still drinking that shit?
Always a pleasure, bro. Yeah, for real. Truly, baby.
Cheers. JoJo, I wish you fucking well. You're cool as fuck.
I wish you the same, bro.
Thank you for the opportunities. Awesome. Thank you, your dad, Bebos. You guys have done too much for me. I don't deserve it, but I love you guys. You guys are fucking cool. I wish you well, and good night.
We're all just having fun, man.
Good night, guys.